Alright, two British nerds back again. Take two due to my rookie-ish amateur filming on my iPhone 6. So it actually looks much better though still. So with that being said, who are you?
You Sam.
Again.
Two British nerds. Again. Tigga's in the house. Trying to get on the show for a little while now, so thank you for having me. Yeah, man. Stoked to be here. So how do you want to start this? How do you want to kick this off, bro?
I just want to say
I've got a lot of things I need to get off my chest.
I just want to say this camera quality is fucking insane. So my first question is, introduce the people to yourself and what you do.
So yeah, I'm Tigga, photographer extraordinaire.
Jeez.
Now. But yeah, you can find me at www.tigsmedia.london. Check out my work, do events, weddings, portraits, and do creative, like whatever, man.
Basically everything, yeah?
Hook me up, like, you know, get with me, and yeah, man, let's make something happen.
Okay, so I'm gonna repeat this question because
watch out for a portrait. Two British nerds coming real soon.
You guys,
real soon.
You guys better like this picture, you know, because it's sick. Shout out to Marvel Marketing.
Yeah, we're
coming for you guys. Styled by Marvel, you know. So my question to you is, how did you feel when you saw Chadwick Boseman play the Black Panther in Civil War, and how he played the Black Panther in a very positive role?
You know what? First of all, I thought it was rubbish. No, I'm playing.
Oh shit!
Boseman, you are your boss man.
Boss
man. Like that. The way he brought T'Challa to life, I was stoked in the cinema. I've seen it 3 times in the cinema. Absolutely loved it. I thought the Black Panther was absolute G in that movie. Really loved the way he brought the character to life. It was believable from the very get-go. Like all of his convictions, like I felt them from the very jump off of the movie. Marvel, you've done a very good job of that. Brought your characters to life very well. Long may it continue. But considering this is the first time he was going to be in a Marvel MCU movie, I thought like they did injustice. They did injustice. Got the right amount of screen time. We got to find out who he is, what kind of person he is, and I just felt that, you know, that role. I can't wait for the movie. I actually can't wait for the movie. So proud. I actually wish I was Wakanda. Wakanda was a real place.
We'll be there. Just so you guys know, Marvel confirmed that 90% of the cast of Black Panther will be black. Which is going to be funny to see how Stanley's cameos into this movie. Well,
I don't know if anyone's seen the Black Panther web series.
Oh no.
If you haven't seen that, go check that out. That's on YouTube. And Stanley has a cameo in that. A very somewhat controversial cameo, but I actually respect you for doing that, Stanley. So if you haven't seen that, check out the Black Panther web series. Very good. The German Honsu, I think that's how you pronounce his name, he actually does the voice for Black Panther. Jill Scott's in there as Storm. Pretty good little web series.
Okay, so question number 2, right? I've asked this before, I'll keep it nice, short and sweet. Do Marvel produce better movies than DC because they tell better stories?
Bro, ain't even a question. I think we all know what state DC movies are in at the moment. Right? First of all, I want to start off by saying, like, as far as the DC extended universe is concerned, we've had you gave me the worst introduction. You gave me Man of Steel as an introduction to the DCEU. Superman is a waste man. Yeah? I said it. If you don't like it, put something in the comments. Don't care. Superman's a waste man, always has been. I don't like him in the comics, I don't like him in the TV show, I think he's an idiot. No, okay, he's not an idiot, but your main villain is human and manages to outsmart you with 2 things every single time. Lead and kryptonite.
And Lois Lane.
Like, I mean, yeah, and Lois Lane. It's like, seriously? First of all, why is there so much kryptonite available in the DC world? That makes no, if your whole planet was blown up to smithereens and yet everyone was able to get kryptonite. Like, do they sell that in the supermarkets, in the DCEU? I don't know. Anyway. coming back to what we've seen so far as Man of Steel is concerned, terrible movie. It was watchable, you know. My wife likes it, but I thought it was terrible. As far as Batman vs Superman goes, oh my goodness, well, I wasted 2 hours.
It's super dragged.
It dragged.
Plus the origin story again.
I mean, if you've seen the extended cut, to be fair,
is it good?
A few extra scenes in there. I felt kind of helped the movie made a bit more sense. And worth watching. If you were on the fence about the movie and you wanted to give it another chance, I'd say watch the extended cut, see how you feel about it. If not, yeah, it was a terrible movie. Although, disclaimer, Ben Affleck, I thought you did a decent job. It's not your fault the script was crap, but I actually thought you did a decent job of playing Batman. So, you know, to come back to the question, yes, Marvel will definitely make better movies, you told the stories better, and you don't take yourself too seriously. I like that too. I like the fact that you can go to a Marvel movie and know it's a comic book movie, they know it's a comic book movie, and they make fun of that. I think DC, the serious dark tone that you're going down, it's not working for me. Suicide Squad?
Okay, out of 10, what would you give the movie out of 10?
Suicide Squad?
Yeah, out of 10.
4.5.
Okay.
Was there things in there I enjoyed? Yes. I think Will Smith, he done a good job as well. Actually, you know what? If this had been a Will Smith Deadshot movie, I actually think it could have been pretty good. But unfortunately, you had to share your screen time with a few other people. I felt Margot Robbie, you know, all the hype about Margot Robbie. You know what? Yes, I think she did a really good Harley Quinn. The relationship with the Joker definitely should have been explored more. Jared Leto, I feel your pain.
He was pissed.
You only got like 7 minutes in the movie. You spent 6 months in a hotel room preparing for the part. 7 minutes of screen time. I remember you said earlier that they're gonna put the extra footage on the Blu-ray.
It makes you think they want to do it just to make money.
Yeah.
When they could have made that money if they had it on the movies. They could have done both. Dual merchandise, as they say.
Yeah, you missed a trick on that one, DC. Am I looking forward to any of the future DC properties? Well, not Justice League, I can tell you that much. Although I must say the Wonder Woman movie does look like it could be pretty good. But then again, we know that DC can make real good trailers, or Warner Brothers can make good trailers.
You know, there's actually one guy from the UK suing DC for false advertising the Joker.
Good luck with that case.
Yeah, seriously. Apparently, apparently he is. He says that while they advertised in the trailers, there was nowhere to be found. He was nowhere to be found in the movie.
Yeah. There's actually lines in the trailer that's not actually in the movie.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's it.
All right. And one other question, as we asked before, Superman being in the movies, Warner Brothers, quote unquote, have sucked out his personality. He doesn't smile. He's got no charisma. He's always miserable. And even when you see him as Clark Kent, he is not Clark Kent. Like my friend said, he's a plank of wood. He's a stiff.
To be honest, there is nothing about that character and Henry Cavill, you know, don't take this as a knock on you. I actually like it. You've seen The Man from U.N.C.L.E. I actually think Henry Cavill has far more charisma than he shows in the Batman vs Superman movies. Maybe he doesn't want to be there. Maybe he realizes that he signed on for a pile of crap. So far, I've seen nothing of the Superman, like even the elements of Superman that I can respect from either comics or previous movies and TV shows and whatnot. None of that was present in Henry Cavill's performance. You know, I don't think the guy smiled once in either Batman vs Superman or Man of Steel. Or maybe it was when he was in the bathtub with Lois. That's probably
that scene should not have, like, come on, if you read Superman, you just know he drinks milk and eats cookies. He's not about that life. And what was worse is they said that Spider-Man got more lines than he did in Civil War than in what he got in
Batman vs Superman.
Yeah,
I can believe that, you know, because he barely spoke. He actually barely spoke. I think the longest part of dialogue he had was when he was talking to his mum, and even then his mum was more talking to him. So unless most of your lines got cut out, Henry Cavill, or no, maybe they didn't want to pay you that much. I don't know what happened.
Okay.
Waste. Absolute waste.
Moving on.
So much to play with, DC. You messed it up. Why?
It's because you got Warner Brothers that just don't. I just think Warner Brothers just don't give a crap about DC because they pump out too many movies, and it's just that's what I reckon, man. Because
I think Warner Brothers, you just have to money.
you're either gonna keep on making these mixed up rubbish movies, or you have to sell DC to somebody else.
Yeah, license it out somewhere else, man.
So the next question is, how do you feel about another black character being put on Netflix, and that's like the man himself, Power Man, otherwise known as Luke Cage.
Looking
Sweet
forward to
Christmas.
that. Oh, mate, I'm telling you.
To the music.
The whole Netflix. Yeah, I love the ODV, the shimmy shimmy, yeah. Oh,
There's actually a scene where you see a portrait of Biggie Smalls, but it's kind of cut.
Oh, really?
In the trailer, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm gonna check that out.
Yeah.
Check that out. But no, seriously, I'm loving all the Netflix stuff that's going on right now. Daredevil season 1 and 2. Oh, season 2 was just amazing. The Punisher.
Elektra was in. She was nuts. The Punisher was that guy. Is it Martin? Is it Martin Brunel? Forgot his name.
I can't remember his name now.
But he.
Whoever you are.
That scene where they capture him and they stick the when they drill through his leg and he's like, come on, you're gonna do it, you pussy.
Yeah, Punisher.
He's sick.
They've greenlit the Punisher series now, so
they had to.
Had to be done.
They had to.
Be done.
He was sick when he goes to what was it when he's having that segment with Daredevil when he goes, you take them down, I'll make them stay down.
Stay down.
I was like, yeah, that's definitely Frank Castle.
You put them down, they get back up. I put them down, they stay down.
There, that's Frank Castle.
Yeah.
That's Frank.
So yeah, loving all the Netflix stuff. I'm loving the fact that Jessica Jones season 2 is gonna happen now. So I'm happy. That's so far that's had the darkest. Yeah.
That scene when she goes, you raped me over. And I was like, whoa, that was totally dark.
And I'm glad they went there as well. I'm glad they went there as well. You know, that was a risk. That was a risky move that you made with Jessica Jones. But now that you've done it, you've pulled it off. We can look forward to Iron Fist and then the Defenders. Oh my days! And then She-Hulk just got announced as well.
Yeah.
So we're getting the She-Hulk on Netflix.
Also getting the Runaways. That's coming to is it Hulu? Yeah.
So look, right now, Marvel, you seem to not put a foot wrong at this point in time. So
it just seems to me when they do their stuff, they just have fun.
Yeah.
It's like if you go to a Marvel movie, even if you may like it or not, but there's always there's humor. It's like a lot of people didn't like Ant-Man, but I thought it was pretty. I
love Ant-Man.
It was cool. I think Michael Douglas, he played Hank Pym. He played him sick. He actually said his son came up to him and goes, Dad, you're playing a superhero movie. You can't mess it up, you know.
Do you know what? I have to say, I just watched that again last week for the 5th, 6th, 7th time, whatever it is.
Yeah.
I like Ant-Man. I think Ant-Man as a movie, I love the way they play on the fact that it's a movie called Ant-Man. They know you can't take this movie too seriously. Yeah. They can't make it too dark yet. And I think, it's Paul Rudd, isn't it, that plays him.
He's super chilled.
I think he's done a great job. And he wouldn't have been a likely choice for a superhero movie. But I honestly thought he brought the character to life in a good way.
Yeah.
The only person in that whole movie that wasn't believable was T.I. T.I. was in the movie playing
T.I.
You know what I mean? T.I., you're very good at doing that, T.I. If you see this video, you have to see me on the street. I don't know, beef. But come on, man. Show your range, bro. Show your range. Anyway, that's all I'm gonna say on that.
Alright, and my other question was, oh shit. It's caught my mind. No, that's it. Regarding the Thor movies haven't done that well. How do you feel about Thor and his movies?
You know what? I liked the original Thor movie. I thought that was good. At the time, you'd had Iron Man 1 and 2.
Yeah.
And the Incredible Hulk. I think those came out just before Thor came out.
Yeah.
And I thought the way it kind of tied in. I think one of the things that that Thor had going for it was it tied into the previous movies very well. In terms of the fact they all exist in the same universe. And I mean, at the end of Incredible Hulk, that we see Thor's hammer in the desert.
No, not Incredible Hulk. That was.
What was that?
Was that Iron Man?
Or was that Iron Man 2?
That was it was Iron Man 1, I think. No, because that was a cutscene where Fury approached him for the to join the Avengers. So I think it was 2. You see Coulson come out to the desert.
That's right. Yeah. So yeah.
Coulson's sick. Shout out to Clark Gregg. I plays Coulson. I fucking love Coulson.
So the fact that they had that, kind of lined up, I was excited to see Thor. I thought it was a good movie.
Yeah.
Didn't think it was a bad movie. I think, at the time they were still superhero movies were big, but I don't think they realized how big they could have been. Had Thor had a bigger budget from the very beginning, probably would have been a lot better. But all was forgiven by the time we got to Avengers. By the time we got to Avengers, everything, any little mistakes that Marvel had made up until that point, Iron Man 2, was corrected.
That scene where I saw all of them line up
For the
was
first
sick.
time?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But I got emotional when they killed off Coulson. I was like, because the thing is, you can just relate to him. He's just like a man. He's a comic book nerd in real life and in the movies, and he just got killed. But I love they brought him back. He's back, even though the quote unquote people don't really like the series. I kind of like it because it's just a cool TV show. But each to their own. I'm looking forward to, I guess, as well, She-Hulk, and I really hope they do a Miss Marvel show from the current comic book, which would be controversial because she's actually a Muslim Inhuman.
Oh wow!
So if they do that series, it'll be shout out to Camilla Khan, other one of those the Inhuman Miss Marvel. If they do that, it'll be dope. So my last question before we kick off: how do you feel about Doctor Strange and Marvel got into the realms of magic for the first time? So we see it in 4 for a segment, but we don't really see that much. But obviously with Doctor Strange, it's just he goes in.
Well, I mean, I'm looking forward to Doctor Strange. I think this could also be a good title. I feel like you start to bring in the elements of magic, you kind of open up the world a little bit more.
Yeah.
I think it's time now. I think we've seen, all their capers here on Earth. Guardians of the Galaxy gave us a taste of what happens out of space, and we've got Infinity War to look forward to. But Doctor Strange is going to bring that supernatural element now, which is going to expand the world even further. So I'm looking forward to it. I think it's a positive, step in the right direction.
Yeah.
And I think that if they pull it off, which at this point looks like they probably will.
Yeah.
It's actually going to be pretty good.
All right.
In fact, before we go, I want to say that as much as I love these Marvel and DC movies, I love the Marvel movies, not so much on the DC movies. But Dredd. I mean, I'm a 2000 AD reader, have been for years, man. I bought my first Judge Dredd when I was 10. I'm gonna tell you how old I am.
The art was sick though.
I love Judge Dredd. I thought the Dredd movie was absolutely amazing. Carl Urban did a great job. That Stallone mess that traumatized me as a child, just getting into Judge Dredd, learning about him, learning the fact that he never takes his helmet off, and Stallone, you almost ruined my childhood, but it's fine. Carl Urban, you brought it back for me. Dredd 3D is one of my favorite movies, favorite comic book movies, so I really love that, and I'd love to see a Netflix TV series. That's what I think they should do.
That will blow.
Bring it to
That will blow.
Rated R. You know what I mean? Now, I think Deadpool's shown us that R-rated comic book movies can work. So
thank you, Fox.
Yeah.
Thank you, Fox. It goes to show it was a low-budget movie, and it did better than the last 2 DC movies.
Exactly. You know what I mean?
It was a 50 million.
Thank you, Ryan Reynolds, as well. If it wasn't for Ryan Reynolds, we got Deadpool. So
he said that when he was in Blade 3. One of the guys I think that works with the costumes, he came up to him, he said if they ever do a Deadpool movie, he said you are the man. And he said when I read my first Deadpool comic, there was a segment where he says you look like you're a cross between somebody else and Ryan Reynolds, and he goes, that's it, I'm fucking Deadpool.
Yeah man, Ryan Reynolds man, thank you for that.
Yeah, we're looking forward to 2 with Cable.
I hope that's gonna be lit, man. I really do. I really
Alright,
do.
before we kick off, definitely this time, because I know I'm going to be here for a long time if I don't lock this off, because I love to talk about everything. Favourite superhero and your favourite Stan Lee cameo? Ooh,
That's hard, you know.
That's right, I'm making this guy think now, man, looking left and right.
Okay, I'll tell you what. To be fair, as much, you know, I'm not a Marvel fanboy, before anyone accused me of being a Marvel fanboy. And I do love the Marvel properties as far as the movies are concerned. I did read a lot of Wolverine comics when I was growing up. But The Dark Knight is my favourite superhero of all time. Like Batman, you're the guy.
Smart
For
dude.
a man that has no powers and, you know, at one point had to basically round up the Justice League on your ones, bruv. You're the guy, bruv. You're the guy. Like, you juffed up Superman twice. So, you know, Batman's my favourite.
Martha.
Why did you say that name? Why did you say that name?
Martha.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Favorite Stan Lee cameo? Wow. That's so hard, bro. He's had so many.
I know. It's a mad one, right?
Oh, bro, you caught me off guard on that one.
Boy.
You really have. I actually don't know.
Well, looks like you're gonna have to tell us.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna forget Becky.
Next time.
No, you're gonna cut. It's not fair. It's not fair. We'll re-record another one. And I'm gonna tell you what my favourite Stan Lee cameo. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put it in the comments myself.
We'll do it or as we're walking, and we can just record you on the little Instagram and just pop it at the end for you guys to.
Yeah, you gotta let me get some time on that one.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. Cool. But anything you want to say before we duck out here?
Oh man,
That's UK slang for we're going.
Happy to be on the show. Make sure this ain't the last time I'm on the show. I want to be on the show again. A lot coming out this year. It still needs to be discussed. You know, after Luke Cage, we definitely got to do a review of Luke Cage. Assassin's Creed, that's going to be a big one as well. So, yeah, that we have to get in on that. But yeah, man, 2 British nerds.
All right.
Peace out, people.